Today's horoscope, Scorpio October 24th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. The sun has begun its yearly, month-long visit to your sign, and you can feel more in charge of your life during this cycle. You receive more attention with the sun in your sign until November 21st, and you might play with a new look, style, or image. This begins a new birthday year, and when your birthday does occur, remind yourself that you have more power than usual to make resolutions and changes that improve your life. As more attention comes to you, you quite naturally want to get your act together. Generally speaking, it's a time for seizing the day, shaping your life as you'd like it to be, and being heard, noticed, and counted. Today's transits are particularly suitable for a spirit of hopefulness, making contact, and a willing spirit for learning. Topics or beliefs excite you. Embrace the wisdom of the stars. By understanding each zodiac sign's planetary ruler, we can glean wisdom about how they exist in love and relationships. You, however, have two rulers, Mars and Pluto. Both of these planets are connected, as the latter is the higher octave of Mars. Mars is what makes you sexual and passionate, but Pluto is what makes you irresistible. You hunger for relationships that ultimately transform you and help elevate you to be reborn. Do not fear these traits, embrace them. They will help you live a more authentic and empowered life. Channel this into your heart now. What are you picking up on? Your spidey senses will tingle when the moon in Cancer will sextile Uranus retrograde in Taurus. There is something better for you in your professional journey. Maybe you have a gut feeling, or signs from the universe have shown you something unique is coming. Regardless of how your intuition conveys the message, have faith that you are on the right path in your professional journey. Everything that has changed happened for a reason. You were meant to be freer at this time so that you could explore new opportunities and your professional journey. Today's planetary energy can make you aware of expression and breathing. This can provide you with a clue as to the direction your fitness regimen might go in. Pick something you love to do that involves fresh air, hiking, walking, cycling, swimming, running, and do it. This is something you certainly need to take seriously, even if it's rolling down the window when you are driving. Meditate on what fresh air does for your lungs. You are going through some turbulence in your numerological chart these days. It would be good for you to keep your equilibrium while getting rid of certain ways of behaving. Be open to new ways of looking at things. If you aren't, you could be overbearing today and provoke some tension in your family or with friends. To avoid any breakouts with those close to you, be conciliatory and everything will go for the best. This is one time when having the moon in an adventurous part of your chart and closely aligned with planets on the playful and creative front that are already working together can work to your advantage professionally. While a friendly aspect between Venus and the North Node is making this a good day on the income and job fronts, even the professional gods are suggesting that you hold back until the moon returns for its monthly visit to your career sector tomorrow. With Mars just 12 days away from his game-changing return to your career sector, this will enhance your ability to anticipate future developments, giving you a better read on the warrior planet's approach. It is just as the sun returns to Scorpio to begin your birthday month and new solar that the moon, Mars and Saturn are putting a mix of nostalgia, romance, passion and adventure on display from the start. With Saturn in retrograde motion in your romantic sector but Mars just 12 days away from leaving an adventurous part of your chart, today's adventurous lunar vibes are a chance to capture both. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's celestial influences could stir up a bit of emotional turbulence, as the sensitive moon in Cancer forms a square with Chiron, the wounded healer, retrograde in fiery Aries. At the same time, the moon also creates a harmonious sextile with Uranus retrograde in steady Taurus, introducing a spark of unpredictability. What does all this mean? You may find something from your past unexpectedly resurfacing today, a memory, an unresolved situation, or even an encounter with someone you've been avoiding. It's the kind of moment that could trigger old emotions, leaving you feeling a bit shaken or vulnerable. Let's shift our focus to something else that's brewing in the stars today, a powerful square between the Sun in Libra and Pluto in Capricorn. This aspect can feel a little uncomfortable, almost as if the universe is pushing you to confront the bigger, more significant things in your life that you might have been putting off. Let's be real, we all have those tasks or issues we'd rather avoid. Whether it's that daunting work project, a heartfelt conversation you've been delaying with someone close to you, or even a simple, yet necessary, task like organizing your personal space to clear out the mental clutter, we all have something that we know needs our attention. But here's the good news, while this energy might feel a bit intense, it's also incredibly motivating. Think of it as the universe's way of saying, it's time to stop putting things off and start making real progress. You don't have to tackle everything at once. The key is to take that first step, no matter how small. Once you get started, you'll likely feel a sense of relief and accomplishment. Remember those times when you pushed through your procrastination and finally handled something important? That feeling of satisfaction and clarity awaits you again today. Now, I'd love for you to reflect on something. Have you been avoiding anything lately that's been weighing on your mind? Maybe it's something that feels a bit daunting, but deep down you know it's important. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What's been holding you back, and how do you plan to tackle it today? Let's support each other as we navigate this transformative energy together. And speaking of transformation, Uranus retrograde in Taurus adds an element of surprise to today's mix. You might experience an unexpected breakthrough or a sudden insight that helps you see things from a new perspective. Have you ever had one of those moments where everything suddenly made sense, even though you'd been struggling with the issue for a while? That's the kind of energy Uranus brings today, an electric, almost unpredictable force that can lead to positive change if you're open to it. In fact, this might be a great day to embrace the idea of change and flexibility. While the moon square to Chiron stirs up old wounds, Uranus is here to remind you that healing doesn't always have to follow a predictable path. Sometimes the most profound growth happens when we least expect it, when we're open to new ideas, new ways of thinking, and new approaches to life's challenges. So, if something unexpected pops up today, whether it's an opportunity or a revelation, embrace it. It could be just what you need to propel yourself forward. As the day unfolds, take a moment to consider how these energies are playing out in your own life. Are there emotional triggers or past situations coming to the surface? Are you feeling called to face something you've been avoiding? And most importantly, are you ready to react differently this time? Today is a chance to do things differently, to heal old wounds, and to make meaningful progress in areas where you felt stuck. Remember, the universe is always working in your favor, even when it presents challenges. Today's energy might feel a bit intense, but it's here to help you grow stronger, more self-aware, and more aligned with your true path. So embrace the emotional turbulence, lean into those tough conversations, and trust that by the end of the day, you'll be one step closer to the empowered, authentic version of yourself. Now, I want to hear from you. What's been coming up for you emotionally lately? Have you noticed any old patterns or situations resurfacing that need your attention? How are you planning to face them in a new way today? Let's talk about it in the comments, and support each other on this journey of growth and healing. Together, we can turn today's challenges into powerful moments of transformation.